We are the keepers of the flame, the sacred order. Let the ceremony begin. And today, Pickle Acolytes, we take a look at this. Our ceremonial product today comes courtesy of Roger Damps, the Heat Ambassador over at Burn Your Tongue, with locations all along I-15 in Utah, as well as online at www.burnyourtongueonline.com. We raise our flame to Roger in honor. Burn Your Tongue is an official Temple of Flame and is constantly adding new items to bring you the biggest and best selection found anywhere. So head on over for the best chili head shopping experience the world has to offer. And what this is, from Mikey B's, it is the Spicy Reaper Pickles. I'm guessing this will probably be the hottest pickles I've ever had. And so I've already opened this, and we'll get to that in a second. But first, let's take a look at the old ingredient panel. We have sliced cucumbers, water, vinegar, salt, alum, calcium chloride, natural flavoring, sodium benzoate, potassium sorbate, which are preservatives, oleoresin, turmeric, I guess color, polysorbate 80, fresh habaneros, garlic, and Carolina Reaper peppers. So when I first saw these, I thought, I thought they were slices because I saw a cross section. They're not slices. They are, as you can see, chunks. So it is, and I don't know how they determine, is it in fifths, is it in sixths or fourths? I don't actually know. But they're all in chunks. There are, let's see if I can, the label's kind of in the way here, but there is chunks of garlic in there and chunks of the peppers as well, all sliced. So the reason that this is open is what's going to be coming up for one of the food items, and I made a community post about this as well. Check that out if you're interested. It's some little extra bonus content, update, stuff like that. Basically, I decided to make some potato salad with the pickles to see how that would come. And if you know me, and I can't remember if I've had potato salad actually on the videos before, I don't recall, but I mentioned it before. I like my anything with mayo, so deviled eggs or egg salad, those have both been on the channel, as well as potato salad. I like it chilled, so that was part of the reason I did it. The other one is I don't really like room temperature pickles very much. And I did try these out of the jar really briefly just to get a gauge of flavor, and I didn't really care for them actually at room temperature. So these are chilled, and I'm really kind of curious to see what the difference is. So let's get into it and find out. Very forward in terms of salt, alum. The hot peppers are adding an interesting bitter dynamic to this. I'm going to see if I can fish one of those out. And the garlic too. There's whole garlic in here, which I like. I really thought these were going to be hotter though. They're a little less hot than I would have expected for having Reapers. Well, it's hard to fish these around because of the way that they're cut. They're cut into these gigantic chunks. I don't understand why. I mean, if they made them as chips, which is what I thought they were for, I don't know why I thought that, but I thought they were chips. If they were chips, they lend themselves really well to sandwiches. Or, you know, even if you want to do this to make sure that you're getting a better cross section for the pickling to commence with the actual material of the cucumber, I think you go with spears or even those sandwich ones. This, just in chunks like this, I just find it kind of an odd choice. But it did work pretty well for this, which is the potato salad. Now, in potato salad, I like to put in, so we got rings of sweet peppers here. I like to put in sweet peppers into my potato salad, but mostly it's just, I keep it fairly basic. No olives or bacon or stuff like that in there. Potatoes, eggs, peppers, and then pickles of some kind usually is about all I ever do. So I made this with the I Dare You Stupid Reaper mustard from Parker Brothers, which really makes a fantastic potato salad. But Reaper pickles and Reaper mustard, Reaper pickles in the sauce itself, plus the Reaper mustard rather in the sauce itself, and then pickles here just kind of floating around. There was a garlic I got when I was fishing those out. That's in here somewhere too. Really, really quite good. I like this a lot. It definitely is punchy though. Definitely catching some of that I Dare You Stupid mustard. Really good though. All right. Potato salad aside though, not the main event. So right now Burger King is doing this 2 for $5 thing with Whopper Juniors. So I rolled down there to get one because I figured what we're gonna do is do that one. What we're gonna do is we'll save that one for a different project. Is we're going to disassemble this for a couple of reasons. The first one is I don't want any onions, and Burger King is notorious for having them slip in there. So this actually is the bacon Whopper Junior. I don't want that one. So I got one with cheese. I just want a cheeseburger. That one happens to have bacon on it. Hopefully this one is just the cheese version. Let's see. Alright. So here's their pickles, which we're going to deep. These are normal institutional pickle. Hey, there's a chunk of that garlic. Big fan of pickled garlic. Anyway, just your institutional type pickle. You know, we've all had it a million times, whether it be McDonald's or really any fast food restaurant, they're all pretty much the same. Wendy's, all that. There's a garlic and there's some sort of pepper at the bottom here that I can't quite get to. Well, let's just try it. I'll try it. I can see them. Ooh, is that pepper? Here we go. No. I can't drag it out. what the big drawback to having chunks is trying to fish out those. I actually kind of wish these were hotter. Okay, so we're just going to make these into chips. So we'll go with, we get about 4 chips, I think. Yeah. Over there. So we got 4 chips that are the Mikey B's. We'll just see what they do on a burger. I'm sure they'll be fine. But I'm interested. I wanted to have it just on a cheeseburger without some of the other flavors kind of jumping in there. And I got pickle juice over the plate. That will work. Because we want this here. So we can get rid of this. Okay. Great. Oh, I need that still. Actually, let's have a little more of this. I love sweet peppers and potato salad. I use those little red ones, and both because I like the flavor, but also because they are super easy to cut. It's like the easiest ones to cut. They boil really quick. Just a total advantage to using those. A lot of times you can just cut them in half or into quarters, you know, and then you have relatively even chunks. I leave the skin on. That's one of the other reasons I buy those. You can just leave the skin right on them.
Oh, it's floppy.
The extra thickness of the pickle here is kind of interesting. It worked kind of well with the whole sort of flame vibe. Flame roasted vibe. I don't think these are a great deal, but I do think there is, the nice thing about the 2 fry right now is you can get I think it's 6 different variations you can get. So there's no point in having a Whopper if you don't have cheese. So usually I'll get the one with cheese and then of course no onions, and then sometimes I'll get a bacon, sometimes I'll just get the regular cheese. The bacon doesn't really add a whole lot to those, I don't think, but excellent. These are they work really well on sandwiches. I like the flavor here with the mayo and the ketchup and other stuff. The cheese. I like that actually better than I like their regular pickles. I seriously find this approach confusing. Like, who's this for? This isn't... It's not really a usable size. I mean, I certainly like Mikey V's stuff. I've done a number of his garlic products. One of his sauces won the sauce of the year for me. You can see the entire list if you click to the blog. Link is in the description below if you're interested. Yeah, that's really what these need. These, it's a nice little pick-me-up to make another kind of dull burger pretty good. It's kind of why, you know, I like to have just a little bit of punch to it. It's one of the reasons I put jalapenos, if I can find really good flavored ones that aren't too obtrusive, I'll put those on burgers. The one downside to those is that pickled jalapenos are a very, very forward flavor, and sometimes it can detract instead of just kind of elevating the overall whole. With these, it's the best of both worlds. Well, there is a nice bit of punch to this potato salad, but I can't say it's the hottest I've had. I made some with some Holokia mustard from Kajan's. That was definitely the hottest potato salad I've ever had. However, I really struggled to find a way to make it actually taste good. Here it tastes fantastic. This is a really good salad. The only downside is that, so I tried to cheat and buy celery salt instead of just celery seed. I think that was a mistake. This is just a touch on the salty side. So outside of dialing that down a little bit, that was excellent. Absolutely outstanding. So these say award winning. I don't know what award they won, probably a Scovie or something. But I find these to be actually really quite good. I wish they were in a better size though. That's honestly, I think probably my main complaint about these is just this is not a usable size. I do like the peppers. In fact, I would say the size is actually borderline intrusive. I do like the peppers and the garlic in there, and I kind of wish there was a little bit more of the Reaper, to be honest. I wish these were a little bit hotter. But flavor-wise, they work really well and stuff. I don't love them by themselves. I'm probably not going to have these outside of putting them in something else. But in the context of putting them in other things, like the potato salad or the burger, really, really good. They're great on sandwiches. And so maybe I'll just get some deli sandwiches, tell them to hold the pickles, and I'll just add my own pickles. That might be something I do with the rest of this. I am excited to try to get that. You know what? Actually, I wonder if I can do that. I wonder if I tilt these enough if I can get. It's just these are so awkward. I just really want to try one of those peppers solo. Alright, that's a habanero. Alright. I was hoping for a Reaper, but it looks like that's a habanero in there. Anyway, they're a good solid pepper, and definitely, if you're a chili head, I mean, check out Mikey B's the rest of his stuff as well. He makes really good stuff. I do like these. I wouldn't say I love them, but I do think they work really well and stuff. And I'm certainly going to enjoy the rest of the jar, and we'll just leave it there. So there it is, the Mikey V's Spicy Reaper Pickles. Now go forth in peace. Serve the flame.